To see Sister Gilda function last night was such a joy because my high school senior class could not take pictures on the lawn of the state capitol. But dogs could roam across. I was arrested trying to use a public library in Reverend in 1960. To see African American officials elected based upon the 65 Voting Rights Act on that floor, building relationships and cutting deals was exciting to me. To see an African American woman use her strength of character to simply think her way through was very exciting to me.
It was for me, it was all about team. You know, there's no I in team, and I was just pleased, blessed, and highly favored to be able to be in a position to just try to pull people, hold people together, because I was Democratic leader in 2000 when the compromise, quote unquote, was reached that was supposedly going to settle this issue. And I remember how tough it was. I remember the hatred, the acrimony that we had to experience back then. I never thought in my political lifetime that I'd have a chance to deal with the flag. I said from the well of the House and to every reporter I talked to that I would never be able in my political lifetime to see closure on that flag. I am amazed that 15 years later that opportunity has presented itself. And I do need people to understand where we are with this. It is extremely unfortunate that 9 good men and women making a difference in their communities shed blood so that we were able last night and this morning to take a vote and take down that Confederate flag.
Well, you know, Gilda, whether it was Dr. King or Jesus or the Charleston 9, we can't stop mean men from crucifying.
True.
They can't stop God from resurrecting. We're not in the resurrected spirit, life beyond the grave for the Charleston 9. And the moral authority exhibited by the family gave us an extra dimension. There have been 2 big ideas represented in America, 2 big ideas, and both are represented by a flag. The flag of the Confederate army that sought to secede from the Union, engage in sedition, trying to overthrow the government, slavery, suppression, states' rights. That army was defeated. And when it was defeated, Robert E. Lee submitted and surrendered the flag to U.S. Grant. And that flag is now in the archives. So the idea of slavery drove that flag. The idea of segregation drove this flag. So it's not just the flag, it's the segregated policies under that flag. It's beyond the flag is the segregationist agenda. And so look up here to say what made them as people in poverty, eligible for Medicaid. 350,000 have no health insurance. You stay with a $7 billion budget, turns away $11 billion of federal medical aid money based upon medical expansion, based upon it's federal. They want federal money for highways and airports and seaports. It's selective, right?
Yeah, you're right. Reverend, I appreciate you saying that, because that's a point that I hope people will take from this. You know, it's great, we all feel good, the flag is down, but we gotta remember that's symbolic. There's still much work to do, and I applaud Governor Haley for the courageous leadership she showed by doing that. Yes, and that's why I got a problem with Democrats who don't want to give her credit.
She could have been demagogic. She could have been evasive. But she was courageous.
She was courageous, and when she did it, I sent out a tweet praising her for her courageous leadership on this issue, because had she not done that, we would not be in a posture to talk about taking the flag down.
Her conduct of those 9, she was all 9 children.
Yes.
And spoke at 8 of them. And the people receiving her across lines of party and race allowed her to penetrate. Now, the fact somebody said, well, she's doing it because she's trying to benefit good. So politics do give you a platform.
Oh.
You need to jump off the platform,
There you
or you
go.
can direct it.
There you go.
And leadership at its best is not to follow opinion polls.
Okay.
It molds opinion.
Okay.
And she is molding opinion. She lobbied her Republican
Yes, she did.
group yesterday.
Yes, she did.
Won some, she lost some.
Yeah.
In the end, what she did, plus the endurance campaign last night, equals victory.
Well, and I also want to give a shout out, as the young people say, to businesses, because the governor would not have been successful if businesses had
Michelin.
not
Michelin.
rallied your home people, Michelin and Boeing and the Manufacturers Alliance and all of these people saying, you know what? It's time for y'all to support the governor in this position, because you know what? That flag is bad for business. You know, in America, it all kind of comes back to the bottom line, which is all about the
Just
grain.
as they're dealing with your characters like Trump, removing the American flag, Confederate flag from Walmart. That flag goes up, business goes down. And they cannot risk stopping Volvo from coming,
There you go.
because Volvo would not come over the Confederate flag fight. And that's why there is a New South today, because the Civil Rights Movement brought down the walls.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And this element wants to rebuild bridges.
Amen.
If we launch, to use the spirit to put another 100,000 on the books and begin to vote our numbers, if we in fact fight to get the $11 billion in Medicaid money to the state, if we get that $1 billion in education money and kind of refortify South Carolina State, if we begin to get 30% of the state's black, that percentage of those contracts in the state, there's an agenda. We're talking about it. Beyond the flag must be an agenda that is economic justice.
CUs. It's all about economic development, but as he has pointed out, there has to be an agenda beyond the flag. We all feel good, but there is much work to do. And I want people to get out there, get engaged, get involved in these communities, start holding these elected officials accountable, have higher expectations. Because right now, we need people who are serious about the issues that are in our community and people who want to do something. We've got a whole lot of show horses. What we need more of are workhorses. Thank you so much,
I
Harvey.
do want to say last night, after the midnight hour, when everybody got sleepy, this lady lost her mind. There was so many of them.
You know what? I tell people tell me that I'm in a zone because I'm working.
You were in a zone.
Was I rude to people?
No, you were good and tough on them. Good to be tough on them.
She gets like that.
Harvey, see.
As it in your face.
Thank you, Reverend. It's an honor. Thank you for what you do. And you know what? If I could have half of the persistence and lasting power that you have, man, I'd be all right.
I accept that commercial.
Thanks, dear. I appreciate it.